All right, this is the second phase. So we're gonna be do some testing here before we have to test run this battery. We want to make sure we charge it fully charged and we discharge it, okay, to find our capacity. And we just replace, let's see the voltage that comes with the battery when it was shipped and see what we're sitting at here. So 13.17. I'm using a fluke meter 101, and I'm going to be using a Victron Smart Shunt as our battery monitor or gas gauge. And we have a 200 amp breaker right there. So if it goes more than the 200 amp, then it will click. Okay, if it doesn't click, maybe I will take this guy off for that surge that is going to go up to that 450 amps at a short about 30 minutes. So maybe I'm going to disconnect this guy right here so we can have a proper reading. I just want to have a switch, a break, so I can get an on and off disconnect, which I can able to do on the inverter anyway. I might probably take this for wrong reading, and I don't want it to give us a discrepancy on our reading here, since for resistance or whatever. But I will take the necessary things out of it, like the positive cable for the battery monitor for here. So remove this wire and we're gonna wire it directly. And we are using 3-hot cable. That's a 81mm square welding Royal Excellent with a 600 volt. That goes about minus 50 degrees C to 105 degrees C. Is made in USA by South Wire Royal. See the Royal Excellency? Look at the crowns right there. So that's what we're going to be using on a 1012. It's a 1000 watt inverter made by Magnum. So we're gonna see how we go from there. Oh, sorry, this is the Magnum. This is the 12 the 1200 watts 12 volts. So I have multiple of those, but we're gonna take this guy out, and so that we can get that 400 amps that we're talking about, 450 amps for 30 minutes according to the paper, and we can see that surge. And after that, we're going to see a 200 amps continuous. So we already seen the voltage 13 something. Let's do it again. And 13.17. So this battery is fairly discharged, maybe about 30% or 40%, whatever, respectively. Let's do it. Though this guy is a fat boy, big boy, so we want to make sure that we have our stuff ready. Make sure this guy is connected to our bolt. Just remember, if you're going to be running a 4-hot cable on a 12 volt, and you have to change, that's another flaws right there I don't like. This one you can have, you see the thread is deeper. You can able to go more deep into these, but these are M8, but I know, but you can see how far I can go through here and see the depth. We can find a longer bolt. If we need a longer bolt, that means it's compensating for the wire, the terminal, how thick it is if you're using a 4-hot cable. And with the one that he provided with the washer and the lock washer, that makes it almost impossible. You have only a little bit of grip right here. You don't have enough left for you to anchor to the battery. So guys, there'll be a little spark due to the shunt is on now. And make sure you find a longer bolt. Here we go. And we're going to tighten up this guy. Make sure you align it properly. And we have a proper contact direct contact with the terminal. Let's set this guy right here and tied it properly. So we want a proper or direct contact with the battery and the terminals. We don't have a loose connection. So right now, if I have to show you here, you will see a flashing light. It's supposed to show right there. See, it's blinking on the corner on my finger. See that right here? It's right here. It's blinking. So that means we're live. So we just have to change the parameter on the app, which is not part of this test. But I want to make sure that we measure this battery properly, and we can give a proper result to the manufacturer. We want to make sure that this review is fair, and we want to give them a good credit if they deserve one, and we can go from right there. Okay, JW Solar USA, thanks for watching and stay tuned. All right, for the last part, this comes to play now to protect the terminals. We put the covers right here. It's a good feature, but I don't want them to ship them this way. Well, the bolts, this bolt already on them. I don't want that. Take the bolt off so that it can be more safer. Now we already set up the meter, and this is the remote for the inverter, and we're gonna be plugging in here so that we can read how much kilowatts we're taking from the system, or the watts and amps. And it's gonna be charging from this machine right here. We're using a very good machine, American made Magnum, and the battery is here, and the shunt is right here to measure exactly. We're gonna reset this one to 0, 0, and we're gonna start it measuring power, and we will start our process right here. Stay tuned, like and subscribe. Go to the website and buy this battery, and if you find it helpful. So we're doing the test right now. It's all up to you. What you want to do is your decision, it's your choice you want to make. Choice to buy this or not to buy it. We're just doing a honest review. Stay tuned. We are now into the tablet. These are monitors we have here. So this is our test site that we're gonna do, JW Solar USA test site. Then we're gonna program what we're charging the battery to and the battery capacity. So it's sitting at 13.1, just like here. It's accurate with the remote of the Magnum Energy inverter. We're gonna change the parameters and the battery capacity right here. So we change this to 200 instead of 500 here. Is from the previous. We have on the 200 amps, and we push OK, and we're gonna change this guy to here to 14.6 is the max charge. Then the BMS will cut off. We're gonna get his battery all the way to the top, and we're gonna reset the thing right here to 0, 0. Here we're gonna reset this guy to the history. So reset it. So this is how we're gonna know how much amp hours we charge and how much power we just drain back off from the battery, from the Victron Smart Shunt. So we want to make sure everything zero out. Okay, and we already set up the we'll put it on known, The battery, we clear it unknown. It doesn't even understand till the system is charged, and it's automatically go. Then it's automatically gonna be charged. It's giving us the state of charge correctly, and that's the time we're gonna see from the history how many kilowatt hours we generated. Okay. All right, let's start this deal right here. Stay tuned. I'm gonna plug this guy here. So I would just want to be honest. Anything we do, I'm gonna show you. It's gonna be a long video, but you gotta bear with me. And this is what you want. You want an honest review. You want to see what we did, and this is what we're gonna do. So we are not connected. All right, it's flashing and charging. It's connecting. So let's charge. Watch this guy. There we go. It's ramping up. We're charging. Fan just kicked in right here. We're putting power. And it's giving us about 40 amps charging. Fluctuate. Come back. So it's going to be doing this. Says there's a float charge, but it's charging. I'm going to change this. You're on the 40 amp charger, and I don't know why it started the float charging, but anyway, set up there. It's going to go up and come down. Using the 40 amp charge. Recommended charging. Can charge about 200 amps. Here goes the battery, and the shunt is flashing right there. Victron Smart Shunt. It's correct. Setting the power. And now we are here. And you see the current. It fluctuates about 30 to something. This is charging. 40 amps. See that? We're charging till we get this battery all the way full. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. JW Solar USA. Like and share. Maybe it's the BMS when sometimes getting hot in there, then it's gonna do fluctuation. Alright guys, you see I already zero out the meter. So when it was on the charger, it's like this voltage you can see was 14.6. So if we go back here, you see the voltage already dropped to 13.4 after being charged. So we're gonna set this on load right now and see how was the spike on the system, how much power we're gonna be drawing when the system arced or peak. That's the word. All right, check this out. So you look at this here. 13.4 is the remotes here, and we're gonna fire it up this guy. Did you see the spike? I think it went over 200 and something. It surges almost to 200 and something. So it's saying right now is 2 days, 1 hour is dropping, 1 day, 21 hours. If we keep running this load, it says we're taking 15 here. This is from the AC side. I think this is here, DC side. Alright. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. So go back into the Amazon thing. I'll put it on the description below, so that where to buy this battery. And if you find this battery helpful, according to my experience with it, explaining and charging and discharging, and you can go back to the link below. If you want to buy the battery, you can buy it. If you think the test is fair enough for you, and go ahead. See, still counting down. 22 hours something, 21 hours. So the load, if we keep carrying the 142 watts, and this is what it's going to be doing to the battery, the long time, the run time. Like and subscribe. JW Solar USA, live from Minnesota. This is how the history gonna be looking like. What we're gonna accumulate after the first test. I'm not gonna waste the power. I'm not gonna do it in a hurry for everybody just for me to get numbers. I'm not doing that. I'm not wasting the power. I'm gonna utilize this power till this battery goes all the way there. Then we're gonna recharge it again. It's falling gradually from 2 days, and there we go. We already get 0.4 milliamp or half an amp consumption. So this is what it is. So if someone is expecting for me to do maybe time lapse or something, do very fast, or just put load and burn it like, you know, blow a dryer, heat gun, I'm not wasting that power. I'm gonna use it slowly and steady and make sure I got everything back. I consume that to my equipment. Okay, here we go. Thanks for watching. Well, the next morning, like I told you guys, I don't want to waste the power. Just doing a quick test and draining the battery. So I'm utilizing the power back to my equipment to run in my house. And with no solar connected, we have a 12.1 volts from the remote monitor from from Magnum. So let's go to the Victron and see what's the state of charge, how much we already drew from the battery. Here goes the battery right here. So the total capacity of this battery, you can see, is 2,560 watt hours. Let's see how much we already consume from this battery. So this is what we have left on the battery, and we already have 197.2 amp hours. 3 more amp hours, this battery will pass the test. And we're sitting at 1%. See, the voltage is 12.1, and I set the inverter to go all the way to 10.2 volt if it's gonna handle it. It depends to the load that is gonna start up and if it's not gonna shut it down. But we are very close to the 200 amp hour battery that they sent us. And let's check on the history here. If you check on the history, it says the deepest discharge was 197, and you see discharge energy is a 2.6 kilowatt. So that means we already put about 2,600 watts, which is a 2560, something like that. Yes, 2560. So on the wattage, we already passed the test. So our LIPULS passed the test on the watt side, on the wattage. So this is what we just have to prove now. Soon, then our test is complete. A minute later, the 1 amp we had, the amp 1% we had left, and now is 0. We are cruising all the way down the battery at 98 amp hours. So this is what is going on here, and It's showing the consumed amp is 170, 197. Why is it this? That's the deepest discharge. So see that? 2.6 kilowatt. So we have made it to the pass on that battery, which is very, 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 very satisfactory. And I will truly recommend this battery. And let's see. And you see is was since the battery was 17 hours ago, so we started at that. So we passed the test, and I'll give it a pass on the kilowatts, and I know we're probably gonna make it all the way to the 200 amp hours here. No worries. Thanks Lupus for sending us this battery for the test, and we are recommending this battery from JW Solar USA Command Center in Minnesota. Go ahead and purchase this battery at this is my YouTube channel, JW Solar USA, or the short is the test site. So these are test sites. I would recommend for you guys to buy this battery at Amazon on the link below, and tell them that JW Solar USA sent you. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Still going. And this is what we have left. We already dropped to the 12.86 on the battery. We'll see how we can go, because LIPULS told us that the battery goes all the way 10 volts, and the battery is totally depleted. So we are 11.85. So I regulated the inverter to go all the way to 10.2. Okay, and we're still drawing 117 watts. So 199.5. So one half amp left. Then we can make it to the 200 amp battery rated. I know we're gonna make it there. It's interesting. It's really interesting. Here it said we reached on the other side on the history. So we reached the total capacity, which is the deepest discharge, and you see 2.6 kilowatt. So we just want to make it on the front page here on the status side, and see we're getting there. FYI, if I don't mention that on the start of the video, this battery doesn't have any it doesn't say anything on the paperwork that is it has battery temperature sensor, and it doesn't have any Bluetooth capability at all. So we don't know, this battery is not versatile, or really recommend this battery to be on a cold temperature or extreme temperature, because we don't know much about this battery to tell us if it can survive on a cold, or you can charge it on a cold, or not to charge it on the cold, and we can discharge. That's we know about lithium battery, but we cannot charge when it's too cold. So we are getting there, very close to 200 milliamp. Then we'll make it to the 200 amp hour battery test. And as of for me, I'll give this battery already a pass. I'll give it a pass already. From this point we are right now. Look at that. One more click. 199.9. I don't want to miss that for anything. I want to show you guys when this thing turn to the 100 amp hour consumed amp, not deepest discharge, the consumed. But it's very, very interesting how this thing is still running, and the freezer is the one that's running right now. It's early in the morning here. You can see the time, 09:26. There we go. Bingo. Congratulations, LIPULS, LIPULS. Thank you so much. You have just passed the test. We recommend you, and I tell every of my viewers and subscribers to buy your batteries. A new company, guys, let's help them out. They sent us an awesome battery and it passed the test. There's nothing else we have to look for. We'd have to break the battery, dissect it, and see what is in there, because this battery we cannot open at all. Few information about the battery, but if you want to deal with it this way, be my guest. Go ahead and do it, and give them some love. Tell them that JW Solar USA sent you right from Minnesota, and we'll put the link on the description below on Amazon where to buy this battery. And this is a 2.6 kilowatt. That's another pass right there, and we recommend this battery. Went over and beyond. It's supposed to be 2560, but look at that, we pass it. It's just passed. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations, LIPULS. It's still going. Love you guys all. Take care and bye for now. Here's the end of the test. If you want to know more about this battery, stay tuned. We might probably be doing some videos in the near future for you guys, and see what this battery, what project we're gonna build for this particular battery, and see it in action. Okay. All right, guys, we finally came to completion here with the LIPULS battery, and this is the end. And I set it to 10.2 cutoff, and I think the BMS shut itself. Before that time, maybe the inverter was demanding for something, and it finally went to the final stage and shut down. This is the battery I'm talking about, the LIPULS. So earlier we beat this number. We got about 2600, so we'll put about 40 plus watts. There's a LiPo4 200 amp LIPULS. Let's check the battery monitor to see what it is right now. A huge success for our test, and kudos to LIPULS 200 amp battery, lithium battery. And these are the readings. We went over and beyond 200 amps, so 205.3. Okay, so we drop at 10.7. So let's go back to the history right here. You will see we pull about 2600 plus. So this is what it is. This is just a fact. So we're not making this up. It's a fair test, and they pass on everything. The case on this thing is really durable, and it's robust. Plastic, PVC, it's all sealed, and we can able to open this to see what kind of BMS they're using. And we cannot see, we don't know what kind of batteries they were using. I think it says on the paperwork, prismatic cells. So we don't know. So this is the test. Here goes the shunt. This is the one that is reading all the way. This is the Victron Smart Shunt that was reading on that tablet, and it's still sending information right there. So here is the inverter we use for the test, and this is the Magnum Energy. This is the 1210. Let's go. Here goes the specs, and this is a 2021 third month, and this is a 𝒚𝒉𝒆𝒚1212. So this is what we use for the test for this LiPULS battery. So this is the inverter. If you're curious, you want to do your own test, and this is what I've done. And this is a 2021. It's almost 2.5 years old. So it's still blinking here. And here are 3 hot cables we use for the test. Real excellent cable right here. You see it. We show you exactly what we did for the test. We are not making up stuff here. We're not trying to make LiPULS look bad. There's a company that reached us, and we want to make sure that we give them back what they ask us to do. See the battery? It's an 81mm cable. 3 hot cable. That's what we use. It has a communication here, and for temperature sensor and the remote that comes here. This is the reading from the remote. Okay, we are doing now the reverse. We're going to be doing the reverse, recharging this battery back to a full charge, to a full mode, and we're going to be replacing the numbers you see here. That's going to be more than that. Okay, maybe it's 205. It might be extra, maybe approximately 210 or so, plus or change. We don't know. But these 2.6 something kilowatt hours is going to be changed. So we don't have to reset this, and we just have to charge back all the way up. And this number is going to be 0 out, winding down all the way, and go back to how many kilowatt hours that we already put in back to the battery. Stay tuned, like and subscribe. JW Solar USA, thanks for watching. Is for the LIPULS 200 amp lithium iron phosphate battery test.